So Sanjay, service-based business, our kind of business. How does one scale that business?
That's the topic for today's video, isn't it, Sanjay?
It is, and I am Sandeep,
And I'm Sanjay.
and we are Phenom Coaching.
We are a business coaching duo and we work with growth-minded entrepreneurs and we help them double their revenues while freeing their time and involvement so that they can do what they love doing while their business keeps growing. We love working with service-based business, and in this video we're going to talk about how to scale your service-based business. At least 5 tips on that.
At least 5 tips, that's correct. So service-based businesses are very different from product-based businesses.
They are.
Their challenges, their problems are very different because most of the time we don't have anything tangible to sell.
Yes.
So to scale that becomes a little difficult.
It can become difficult, especially if you don't know how to do it. So it requires you to think about service-based business slightly differently than a product-based business, because product sells on product features, characteristics, benefits, all of that. But service-based business, the strategy is slightly different.
Yeah, so service-based professionals like trainers, coaches, consultants,
Professionals like lawyers, chartered accountants, interior designers.
yeah, all of them sell your talent, your content, and you need to know how to scale that, and that's what this video is all about.
Yes.
So number one, Sanjay, what are we talking about? The first strategy.
Alright, the first strategy that we're talking about is that you need to position yourself as a solution to someone's problem. You must sell the end result and not the process. I see so many service-based professionals, they all the time talk about this is what we'll do for you, this is what we'll do for you, this is what we'll do for you. And in the mind, the client is thinking, if you will do this, what am I supposed to do with that? If you do this, what will happen? If you do this, what's it that I will get out of it? So you need to be able to tell the client, I will give you this result, and don't worry about the process that I will go take from right where you are to where you want to go. I will do what I need to do, but I will make sure that you get the result. I have a few testimonials to share with you where Mr. A has got the same result, Mr. B has got the same result, Mr. C has got the same result. Hear them out and trust me, I can get you the result.
So yeah, number one strategy is sell the result, not the process. All of us, you and me included, have been guilty of selling the process.
Yes.
Sir, ऐसा कर लो तो आपका ये business बढ़ जाएगा. Sir, ऐसा कर लो तो business बढ़ जाएगा. But end of the day, result क्या होगा?
Yes.
That's something which people like you and me miss out. And in early days, we were guilty of that too.
Yeah. So this is tip number 1, right?
Tip
What's
number
tip
one.
number 2?
Tip number 2 is sell to your niche. Not everybody is your customer.
Oh yes, this is big. If you want to grow big, you have to narrow your niche. Okay, now most so-called experts will tell you that you have to niche down. Okay, here is the logic. Okay, it took me a long time to understand the logic. Okay, because I always thought that if I first let's explain what a niche is, because before understanding logic, people don't know.
Yeah.
So a niche is a group of people that you sell to. Okay, and I always heard experts say, narrower the niche, more money you will make. And I used to think, these guys are crazy. The bigger the group of audience I'll sell to, the more money I will make. Okay, but it is not that way. For us service-based businesses, okay, here's how it works. Imagine that you made websites, okay, and you are an expert at making lead generating websites for lawyers. Now, the more you work with lawyers, the clearer you are about what do lawyers want, what kind of content should go on website, what kind of website works and what kind of website doesn't work, what does the Indian legal system say, what the lawyers can do on their website and what the lawyers can't do, because a lot of it is dictated by the Bar Association. The more you work with lawyers, the better expert you become. The better expert you become, the more lawyers you can attract. The more lawyers you attract, the better expert you become. The better expert you become, the more lawyers you attract, right? So it is a question of, do you want to be a small fish in a big pond, which means I do websites for everybody, but everybody is doing websites for everybody, and which means you are going to be a small fish, and there's going to be a lot of competition, and you have to compete with them. Or you say, hey, I'm an expert at building websites for lawyers. You meet a lawyer and you say, hey, here is Mumbai City's best lawyer. I've made a website for him. Here is number 2 lawyer of Kanpur City. I've made a website for him. You check with him. He will tell you how his website is generating inquiries for him. You can check with this lawyer, and this lawyer will tell you how his website is brilliant. I am an expert at building websites for lawyers. You're a lawyer. I can build a website for you. Sandeep, I don't remember what's idea number 3.
Yeah, what you said was multiple teams. Yeah, you said that word, and that makes me that reminds me of a very, very interesting strategy is अपने आप को निकाल दो. Fire yourself.
Oh my God.
So
blasphemy. You're talking about blasphemy for an entrepreneur. But see, literally, okay, what Sandeep means is till you're self-employed, okay? Self-employment is you do everything. You open the shutter of your store, you shut down the office, and you do everything in between till you're the whole and soul of your business. It is not even a business, it's a self-employment, which means you're not working for somebody else, you're working for your own self. Now the challenge with that is that when you work for somebody else and you're doing a bad job, they can remove you. When you are in self-employment, you can't even fire yourself. Now that's a big challenge, alright? Which means this, that if you want to convert self-employment to business, you must have team members who you can outsource to. These could be permanent team members, these could be interns, these could be teams that you've hired, external teams. We have a team that does our telecalling, we have a team that does our digital marketing. So you outsource work to people so that you can focus on the core work. And when you focus on the core work, you will be able to do the part of the business that generates maximum revenue, right? And that could be meeting clients and explaining them what you do. And once the clients walk in, then you have a team that takes them through stuff, and the website is built. There is a team that does need analysis, there's a team that does designing, there's a team that does coding. You don't have to get involved in everything. In fact, you don't even have to understand everything. You just need to make sure the client comes in, buys your services and walks out. And that's your core job. So fire yourself from non-core activities. Don't get stuck in doing daily activities. Your job is to look at which countries do I want to expand in, which geographies, which kind of clients do I want to attract, how do I reach those clients and get them into the business. Once they come in, they'll keep.
So Sanjay, we're done with 3. Now let's look at number 4, your favorite movie. We're talking about the Godfather offer.
Yes. Strategy number 4 is Godfather offer. It comes from my favorite movie called The Godfather, in which Marlon Brando, the legendary actor, plays this mafia don, the Godfather, and he tells people that I'm going to make you an offer that you're going to find difficult to refuse. Now he says it with all the power of a mafia don and all that, but I would say don't do that. Don't take mafia power with you to go to a client. But here's how you do it. You first make a list of top 20 clients that you will work with. These are your dream clients. Like each client, if you can acquire that client, that client can give you 20, 30%, 40% of your revenue. They're like this huge giant Reliance Industries or Vedant Group or RPG or Tata's. I mean, big companies like that, right? And then what you do is you craft an offer that is so lucrative for them, like it's a no-brainer. Like, I'm getting so much at such a little price that it's a no-brainer, okay? You may not even make profit on that. You may in fact pay some money out of your pocket. And that's the strategy that a lot of these companies do. Remember when Amazon came to India, they were selling electronics at prices that even the same companies couldn't sell, right? Why? Because Amazon was saying, okay, we are acquiring customers, and which means if you have to pay money from our pocket to acquire that customer, we'll do that. Because India got used to Amazon now makes so much more money at the back end from so many offers, okay? So that's the strategy. First, make a list of 20 customers that you want to acquire. These are key accounts, and then craft an offer that is so good that it makes absolute sense for them to just try you out. There is no risk, and there's a lot of reward. Risk is little, reward is too big, and then they say यार चल try कर लेते हैं. इतने से मतलब क्या जाएगा हमारा, चल let's try this new service provider. And once they become your customer, then tip number 5 starts. The tip number 5 is make a lot of recurring revenue at the back end.
So recurring revenue at the back end, what does that mean?
Recurring revenue at the back end is very simple. Okay, when customer gives you an order, can you convert them into an annual contract?
Yeah.
If you make them into an annual contract, which means they're paying you for 12 months regularly at the back end. Right. I want to give you an example of our business. We are a coaching company, and we tell our clients, prospects who haven't worked with us, that hey, we can do a complete sales and marketing audit of your company. We can tell you the challenges in your sales and marketing system, how you can, and this audit will tell you how you are leaving money on the table, and then you will be able to apply some of the ideas that we are sharing with you in this audit, and you will be able to generate a lot of leads and thereby a lot of business. Okay, we promise that you will be able to generate 50 lakhs to 1 crore rupees of business just by auditing your sales and marketing process and knowing the gaps.
True.
For which we charge a very small amount. Most companies से यार इतने पैसे में अगर ये सब ऑडिट करके मिलता है और मुझे इतने सारे आइडियाज मिलते हैं कि 50 लाख से 1 करोड़, तो मैं I'm okay to invest this money. Then when we present them with the report is so detailed and it's got so much value that people say यार ये तो मतलब really valuable है. So if we paid them small amount of money and we got a lot of value, if we pay them large amount of money, what can happen? Sure. That is when we pitch our real services and we say, if you want us to implement this whole thing, we will be able to help you to implement.
Yeah. And I think a lot of consultants actually go wrong here. What they do is just kind of pitch and then
sell,
and hope that some selling will happen. So instead of that, I think you remember in one of our coaches, she was an HR consultant, and what we told her was to create a report, offer that, offer for a very minuscule amount or even for free, and suddenly her inquiries or the kind of leads she got was exponential.
Absolutely, because when you give them a lot of value for a small amount, you're actually proving your credibility and you're getting them habituated to pay to you. Now you can have an annual contract, because most of our clients, they work with us for 12 continuous months, paying us on a monthly basis. This is recurring revenue at the back end. So those are 5 strategies right there.
5 strategies, guys. We hope that you like the video. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you love the video, subscribe to the channel
and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications of all the videos that we produce, and we will produce some amazing content. That's our promise. Now, before you go, I want to ask you something. What is it that you want to hear? What is it about your business? If you have any questions, if you want to hear about a certain way, topic, or anything in marketing and sales for your particular business, in your particular industry, put that down in the comment below and we will make a video and tag you in the video, give you an answer to that question. In fact, we'll make a whole video and let everybody else who's in the same industry, same market, and tell them how to grow. You could be the source to getting so many other service businesses growing. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment below what is it that you want us to make in the next video, and that's what we will do. Till the next time, signing off. This is Sanjay.
I'm Sandeep, and we are